My name is Becky Torio.
My name is James Torio.
And we run an Airbnb here in Port Dover, Ontario. You know you're no longer in the city when you're in Port Dover. We are famous for people coming and spending the day in their bikinis on the beach, getting a hot dog at the Arbor. We have some amazing restaurants in town.
Supporting local businesses, that's big here. I do love the town and the neighbors are fantastic.
When we moved in and across the street, our neighbor comes over and brings us a fresh baked cake. Everyone has just been so nice. And all of this is done through the hearts of Port Dover, or as they refer to themselves as Doverites. It's just a real homey feeling that is very inviting. I could never move back. You know, I'm here for life now. The feeling that I get standing outside of our home is disbelief. We feel honored to have taken over such a beautiful Victorian home that we can call our own. We've worked hard. The house was built in 1855, which impresses me to think of all the people that have walked under this very roof. The stories, the parties that were held here, I can only imagine. And if only we could go back through time and be a part of those various celebrations back to 1855. What are the various businesses that have been here?
Birthing center.
Hospital. It was a bed and breakfast. I think it's been a restaurant a couple of times.
Yeah.
I understand that there was an artist that was here and he would do framing work, and he actually used to paint from in this very room.
We decided to run an Airbnb in our family home. Well, it's a big house, first of all. We don't need all this space.
So we knew it could bring in, so it could generate some additional income.
Yes.
It does have its own separate entrance. You have your own separate washroom and separate kitchen area.
We set you up with things like a kettle, toaster, fridge, microwave.
Yep, so we try to give you as many comforts of being home as possible. We like to greet each guest when they come in. There is a chilled bottle of wine. I keep a couple of crystal wine glasses for them and a little thank you note, just thanking them for choosing us to be here. I want them, again, to feel like they're coming home. I'm all about the small touches.
I'm all about the cleaning. How we prepare for a guest staying at our Airbnb, it's actually changed a little bit with this whole COVID pandemic thing in accordance to how we clean and ensure that all the surfaces are disinfected. The sheets are obviously switched over. Even the little things like light switches, door handles are wiped down, and we don't touch them again until they show up. The general thing that most places prepare are, obviously dusting, cleaning the floors, vacuuming, stocking up on coffee, tea, creamers, milk.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. It probably takes a couple hours.
And that's not including like washing of the sheets and the blankets and the towels and everything. That's separate. From a negative standpoint with the pandemic, from the moment that it really came on in Canada here was about mid-March.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, James lost his job, still an employee. But the casino did close down and remains closed nearly 8 months later. So the Airbnb really was a bit of a lifesaver for us in that respect. It really helped us get through, but unfortunately at the same time when the lockdown was happening, Airbnb also had to lock down. So it was so nice when that ban had lifted and we could welcome our guests back again.
we want to take pride in our house.
Yeah,
Right? You
and
wanna
all the
take pride in
factors
our
that
house.
our guests are going to look for, you know. I want them to be able to feel the same kind of pride that when they're sitting out on the wraparound porch and they've got a glass of wine in their hand and people are walking by in this beautiful small town and they're waving and everyone's saying hello to each other, they feel that bit of pride too, like, wow, I'm so glad I came to Port Dover. You know,
Yeah, so glad I decided to stay here, right, at 602 Main Street. So
yeah, exactly.